Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, March 7th, 2026, and we finally got some open water at my local ponds. It's not completely open, there's still quite a bit of ice up that way, but there's plenty of open water to do some fishing, and frankly, I'm too impatient for all of the ice to melt away. So here we are, and I have one simple goal today. Catch a fish. Period. I don't care what it is. I don't care how big it is. It has been 2 months since I last caught something, and quite frankly, that is unacceptable. So I am looking to get off the skunk and finally get a fish in hand. And to do that, I'm going to start out by throwing around the old reliable, the Gulp Minnow under a float, and we'll see what's around. Oh, come on. Really? What's out there? Hang on. There we go. Okay. Hello, Mr. Carp. It's the first fish I've seen in a while. Alright guys, I've been fishing this pond for about an hour and I am really not liking what I'm seeing. It's very cold here. It's like 40 degrees. It feels colder because it's so damp and humid. So I'm really starting to feel it in my hands, and I think since there's still a decent amount of ice on this pond, it's keeping the water temperatures low, like down in the 30s, which is not what I was hoping for today with the rising temperatures. And obviously haven't gotten any bites, so I think I'm going to go ahead and bail on this spot and see if I can find a different pond that maybe might be just a little bit warmer. And someplace that might be out of the breeze where I can keep my hands a little bit warmer too. So sit tight and I will see you in a couple of seconds. All right, well, here we are at spot number 2. This pond still has quite a bit of ice on it as well, but this back creek arm here is wide open, which is good because this is one of the better spots on the pond anyway, so that works out pretty well. So I'm gonna stick with the Gulp Minnow for a little while, and we'll see what happens. One thing I've noticed is it is markedly warmer here. It feels warmer. At the last spot, I was a few blocks away from the ocean, so I was getting some of that breeze from the cold ocean water, but this is much further inland, so I'm not getting that. It just feels more comfortable. You know, there's not that raw coldness that I'm feeling. It's just kind of like, it's more mild. So that's definitely a plus. Oh, that float went down. Oh, it's going down again. Third time is the charm. Here we go. Yeah! Oh, guys, you have no idea. You have no idea how happy I am right now. Look at it! It's a fish! Oh, man. All right. That makes me so happy. Ah, mission accomplished, guys. Everything else that happens after this is just gravy. Shit! Oh, I yanked that one. God damn it. Can I get that back? Hang on. That was doomed to failure the second I let go. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into getting a 25-cent jig head and a $1 float back, but here we are. Well, that was probably ill-advised, but I got my float and my jig head back. Alright, well, after all that, I'm making a lure change anyway. I got this little shallow shad wrap tied on. Maybe if there's bluegill back here, there might be some bass or pickerel that are active as well. So I'll just kind of slowly bring this thing through here and see if I can get one of those guys. All right, so I was getting all sorts of junk on those treble hooks, so had to make another lure change. I decided to switch over to a swim bait, rigged weightless, and I'm just gonna kind of crawl this along the bottom and we'll see what that digs up. This is one of my go-to cold water presentations anyway, so might as well give it a shot before the day's over, right? Okay, so I didn't get any more bites at that first spot, and there's really very limited open water around the rest of the pond to fish. So I think I'm gonna bail on this spot, but still got some daylight left, so I think I'm gonna hit up one more pond before I call it quits. So sit tight and I will see you in a couple of seconds. Well, here we are at pond number 3, and this one's really locked up. There's ice on pretty much 100% of it. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be fishing here. I was kind of counting on this spot. This is one of my go-to early season spots. But yeah, I'm going to have to rethink things. So let me figure it out, and I will see you in a couple of seconds. All right, here we go. Last stop of the day. I didn't plan on going here at all today. It's not one of my favorite spots, but I might get lucky and run into a school of white perch or yellow perch or something. I mean, there are fish in here. And gonna start off with the Gulp Minnow, since that's the only thing I've had any action on today. So let's see what happens, if I can remember how to cast. Well, normally when there's fish around in this pond and they're active, I see surface activity. Not necessarily a lot, but you know, every here and there I'll see a fish come to the surface. I'm not seeing any of that right now. Granted, visibility's not great. I mean, you can see it's foggy as hell. But the fact that I'm not seeing anything coming to the surface is a little bit concerning. But I'm gonna keep at it, because quite frankly, I don't know what the hell else to do. It's just been one of those days where I just throw it at the wall and see what sticks. All right, everybody. Not only is it getting dark and cold, but I can also take a hint. Today is just not a good day for fishing. So I'm tapping out. It was a pretty miserable day of fishing all around. There's still a lot of ice everywhere. Water's still real cold. Fish are still inactive, obviously. However, what was my goal today? Catch a fish. And what did I do? I caught a fish. Goal met. I'm happy. Great day. Fishing's still tough, obviously, and it will continue to be until all the ice melts and the water temps start going up. But it won't be long. I mean, we're in March now, so I would say in 1 or 2 weeks, things should really start popping off. And you better believe I'm going to be there when it happens. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.